Hello, my beautiful water signs. Welcoming you in. I hope that you are well. Today we're going to look at you and the person that is on your mind. Okay, you need to come to some conclusions here. You have questions, you don't know. Perhaps you guys are in separation. Perhaps there's a situation where they're dealing with another situation that you're not sure if they're going to close that chapter. Whatever your experience is within this connection, you feel a deep sense of purpose with this person. So we're going to look at whether or not the two of you, do you have a future together? That's what we're looking at in this reading. I'm going to look at your feelings versus your person's feelings. Your thoughts about the relationship and them, their thoughts, beliefs about the relationship and you, and then intentions. Just to give you some clarity. All right, so that's what this reading is going to be about. This is for the water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Please keep in mind it is for a general collective. Some of the parts of the message might fit and other parts might not. Take what resonates with you. If it doesn't feel like it's your reading at all, just let it go. Don't force it. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it triggers, that might be where your work begins, okay? So, are you guys in alignment? Is there potential for alignment? What is it that Spirit wants you to know and to see? If you're new to my channel, welcome in. I'm my priestess Elif, and I welcome you to evolve with me. This is a space for us to be able to clarify, focus on how we can bring things into alignment for your highest good. Your relationships are a physical manifestation of a relationship that you have with yourself. In this case, if it's a romantic partnership, a romantic connection, then this is about your relationship between your divine feminine and masculine, that inner work. So always remember that everything that is happening here is your person mirroring to you and vice versa. I ask that you trust your own guidance system, all right? Welcome your guides and keepers into the space. You've entered a sacred space, beloved. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I give thanks to my guides and keepers, your guides and keepers, for giving me access to your energy, to bring you these messages, to bring you this clarity to serve your highest good at this time. I'm going to ask you guys to please continue to support my channel by doing all of the things, taking time to like, to subscribe if you enjoy the energy and you want to see more of my content, more of these messages. And if you would like to join on a Thursday, every second Thursday, I go live here at YouTube where we do channeled healing activations for those of you who would like to be a part of the community and receive some channeled healing. All right, so click the notification bell so that you can see when I go live. All right. Oh, and if you're interested in receiving a private reading, perhaps you'd like to take a closer look at your situation, you want to ask specific questions and get clarity on that, you're welcome to contact me. I am open for readings. My email is in the description box below. All right, let's begin. Right. I want to look at your energy, the energy that you are in at this time on your journey. We're always evolving. I want to look at your energy, where you are at, and I want to look at your person's energy, where your person is at. All right, so let's start with that. Splitting the deck. Right, so your energy is the Two of Swords. Let's look at your person's energy. The Chariot. All right, interesting. All right, it feels to me like you're in the one in the choice, stuck in the choice. You're feeling undecided. You're feeling indecisive. You're not feeling clear. There is something about this connection that makes you apprehensive. or that's really confusing you. Perhaps you've been quite triggered by something. Maybe something's come to the surface, but you're in the Two of Swords. You're really up in your head about this. What should you do? Which is probably why you're here. The Two of Swords, you'll see, has the blindfold on, feeling really, really blind to, well, what's going to happen if I make this decision? What will happen if I take that path with this person? And this is really creating quite a bit of emotional turmoil for you with those choppy waters you'll see in the back there. So very, very emotional phase for you, and you would like to come to clarity. You'd like to make a decision here so that you can have emotional clarity, peace. That's what you truly want. Your person's energy is really, really interesting, because I feel like whatever's happening here, you would like to have clarity from your person, and yet your person's not in an indecisive energy. Your person wants things to move forward with you. Your person wants progress. Regardless of what might be happening between you, and it might not seem that way, but that is really what your person wants. They want things to move forward here. They don't want to go back and forth in this connection anymore. Okay. It seems to me your person is clear about that, no matter what the circumstances or the conditions are. I think in your case, you are not, perhaps you're not aware that they're confident about that. Maybe you don't believe it. Or perhaps there are conditions that make it a little harder for you to be confident about moving things forward. Right, let's look at your feelings towards your person versus their feelings towards you. Right, you're feeling Nine of Cups. This is your wish fulfillment. You're really hoping that the two of you can have a life together, a future together. You're in love with your person. You're in love with who they are, and you've got this, you can see the two of you being really, really happy and emotionally fulfilled together. You want this relationship to last. You're in love with your person. You want this Nine of Cups to become a Ten of Cups, right? To have the home, the life together, the happily ever after, the children playing in the garden, perhaps the extended family. You want that next best thing in this connection, in this relationship, right? What are their feelings towards you? Okay, they want a new beginning with you. They want a reconciliation. The feelings, there's a lot of fear here when it comes to right. There's a card that jumped out at me whilst I was shuffling. It's the Three of Cups, and they want me to include that into the reading with regards to feelings. They want to reconcile with you. They feel like they've burnt this bridge with you. When it comes to your person's feelings, there are a lot of thoughts involved. They go through a whole lot of different motions of feelings. There is a third party situation with that Three of Cups, but they want to reconcile with you. All right? And at the same time, intuitively, they are afraid that you see right through them and their tactic here, which is to win you over, give you some time to calm, to settle, to settle. This person's very insecure, And they're afraid that they cannot change. But they want you. And I want you just to be aware of this. Okay? Emotionally. This person feels like you're their best friend. Emotionally, they're very, very attached to you. There are deep, deep emotions for you. I must just be very honest with you about this person's capacity to love. You would have noticed when I'm talking about their feelings, there's a lot of thoughts coming to the surface, not really just settled into the heart space, because their feelings are showing up at the moon as the moon. And for me, when the moon comes out as feelings, there are many, many shadows here. This person is very often, they love you as an, they love you for themselves. But there are so many hindrance in the capacity to truly, fully love you unselfishly. This is the kind of person that you would have to wrestle a lot of shadows and demons, because they've not processed their demons. And this person wants to be with you. But I'm not seeing, I can see why you're apprehensive, because there's a lot of things here that's come to the light, to the surface. And it's a big decision you're having to make here with regards to this person. Because on some level, you're wrestling with the reality that the life that you would potentially have with this person is not a life that would be that 10 of cups for you, that would truly make you happy. It might look like it's a 10 of cups. Sometimes I always give a disclaimer when your person's feelings, when your person's energy or feelings are in the moon. This is sometimes the covert narcissist. So if you've been feeling gaslit and you've been gaslighting yourself because you can't quite put your finger on it, but something's been off, you might just want to be aware of that. If this I am getting, Spirit is showing me that this is a situation for many of you where there is somebody else and you're wondering if they're going to choose to be with you. Just try and put yourself in that person's shoes to imagine who this person is that you love in terms of integrity and loyalty and honesty. I'm not saying they're dishonest. They're probably as honest with you as they can be, but it's just something to be aware of. Intentions. What are your intentions versus your person's intentions? All right. You're already preparing yourself to have to grieve this and to have to let this go. There's still a bit of hope here. But you've already been working on grieving this, and so Spirit is saying you're struggling with the fact that you can't seem to get over this person regardless of what's been revealed to you. And that is because, my darling, you need to do the shadow work here. Remember what I said right in the beginning, this person mirrors to you an aspect of your inner masculine. What is it that what is blocking this person from being healthy in a relationship and fully loving? Not dealing with their shadows. You have to deal with your shadows. Deal with the shadow work. That's what you're being called to do here. Your person's intentions within this relationship, intentions towards you, is to do whatever it takes to have as strong an opportunity for this relationship with you to move forward. They don't want to lose you because they want the value of what they can have with you. They don't want to lose you. And I can see why this is a very, very beautiful opportunity for your person. It's going to come at a cost for you. So doing this shadow work before you make any decisions here is going to help to clear out and shift some of the energy. And what you will notice is either you will shift into a whole new dimension and you will feel like you've been able to release this relationship, or you will begin to see in your person's actions, behavior, and life, they're starting to move things around and make healthier choices. Because it is possible for us to shift, unless, of course, this is a serious situation where you have seen and experienced this person shown you some serious red flags, in which case you need to be very cautious about that. Okay, either way, you're being called to that. I feel like that it's really out of balance between the two of you, and you know that intuitively, and your person is very drawn to you because you are intuitive, you are gifted, you bring so much light. This is the kind of energy that can potentially completely drain that, because this is a very vampiric energy, your person, which is probably why you're so attracted. This is a karmic soulmate. And so you want to be aware of that. There is some karma to clear between the two of you. So it's a very intense connection, and there's a lot of value here. But you just want to move very deliberately through the energy that is being offered for you here. Okay. Because both of you, there are two paths before ahead of the two of you, and they lead to very vastly different places. So that's your reading, beautiful. I hope that you enjoy, that you receive the clarity that you need. And like I said, if you want to take a closer look, you are welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, beloved, do what is best for you. Love and light. See you next time. Bye now.